Welcome to the annual celebration of excellence in the workplace. So you heard a little bit about Rotary from Sal. So we're a collection of 1.4 million friends and neighbors across the globe, across 200 countries and territories. And we concern ourselves with promoting peace, fighting disease, providing clean water, sanitation and hygiene, supporting mothers and children, supporting education, growing local economies, protecting the environment, and providing disaster relief. So if you have a project that you're passionate about and perhaps haven't had the resources or a group of folks to help you deliver on that vision, we'd love to help you. So whether you're a member of our club or a person within the community who's just very passionate about delivering something that is a worthy cause, we would love to talk to you. If you have an interest in joining us, Chris, would you raise your hand? Please see Chris Christensen after the meeting. But we're here to honor 16 folks in our community who've displayed excellence in the workplace. Not all of them could join us today. If the person is not here, we're still going to perhaps ask their sponsor to come up if they're here. But we're going to read their citation anyway, even if they weren't able to join us today. I'm going to ask each nominee to come forward and suffer through me reading the citation. And then we'll do a photo after that. And then when we conclude, we'll ask all of the honorees to come forward and we'll do a group photo. So don't sneak away before it's over and before we can get a photo. All right, so our first honoree is Amber Ellis, nominated by Carl. I think you two know each other. Would you please come forward? Carl, come on up.
Oh my goodness, I had to come up.
All right. Our first honoree, Amber Ellis. Amber took on running a driver ed school her husband owned after he was hospitalized due to a construction accident. Amber managed his multi-year rehab as well as their 3 children. That's the toughest job going. On top of that, she took a company that was just trying to survive and revamped in car teaching, the classroom teaching, and the driving schedule to get everyone doing the same material. She also self-taught herself to keep the website operating. 2 years after she took over, First Gear was getting so busy she hired more support to do the admin work. Now the company is booked 6 months ahead and has a 6-month wait list past that. True excellence in the workplace. Congratulations, Amber. All right. I think Chris got a photo of you while I was reading.
Thank you.
Perfect. Brandon Anketel, would you come up, please? As well as George, the person who nominated you. You look familiar. Is your dad Neil?
Maybe.
Maybe?
You're the guy.
All right. So our next honoree is Brandon Anketel, sponsored by George Escobar. An uncommon technician in the common workplace, Brandon Anketel is a step ahead of his peers in the face of changing technologies and industry advancements. His work ethic, appetite to learn, train, and share his knowledge with his team are unsurpassed. Brandon is always ready to give a helping hand and ensure the common goal is achieved by all in his workplace. His constant dedication to the pursuit of perfection in his craft has allowed him and his team to reach higher highs, and together we have created a culture of integrity and dependability. This would not have been achieved without Brandon's pursuit to make this happen every single day. Many times Brandon has been seen coming early and staying late to ensure our customers are never inconvenienced in their day-to-day lives, as well as showing our new technicians new and interesting ways to approach a solution. HM would not be the same without Brandon on our team. Brandon, congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next honoree is Brian Gagnon, and he was nominated by Maureen. I know Maureen had to depart, so President Steve, would you stand in as Brian's sponsor? All right, our next honoree is Brian Gagnon. Brian Gagnon has greatly contributed to the Merrimack community. He is a volunteer play-by-play sports commentator for the Merrimack High School Tomahawks. Watch out, I'm coming for you.
Sounds good.
All right. He is a voice of the Tomahawks on Merrimack TV and on his personal Twitter account. You got to be careful with that one, though.
You're telling me.
Brian carefully and accurately calls the plays for men's and women's varsity basketball teams. He has a remarkable ability for precisely calling plays, fouls, points, and substitutions in the heat of the game. He has an exceptional memory to call each player by name and number and know their positions year after year. His narrations greatly contribute to every game he attends and make the players and their families feel recognized. Brian is a perfect example of community service in Merrimack. Brian, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Our next honoree is Courtney Count, and her sponsor or nominator is Ed Hilston. All right, our next honoree is Courtney Count. Courtney is always cheerful and helpful when greeting clients at Superdogs. She obviously loves her job and the dogs in her care. She is the kind of person that every business would love to have their clients interface with. Courtney gives a quick report on how the dog's day went and if there were any issues. Did they give you a report on how their day went?
They do. They give me kisses. Not the people, the dogs.
She is always both efficient and courteous, greeting everyone with an enthusiastic smile and a very friendly voice. She'll even take an extra few minutes to make sure the dogs sit and stay when she opens that door for them and has them hold in place until she says it is okay for them to go. It's often very busy at pickup time, but she never seems rattled or rushed, and the dogs love her.
I love them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
David Coyle, are you here? Would you join us? And Brian, you can come up too. David was nominated by Brian Snow. David Coyle is the owner and operator of Aquatic Specialties located in Merrimack, New Hampshire, since January of 2014. David daily lives his dream, having converted his favorite sport, hobby, and pastime into a professional career to the vast enjoyment of the community of Greater Merrimack. David, together with his staff of 4 employees, serves the southern New Hampshire region by providing year-round safe diving adventures and scuba certifications. Possessing an engaging personality, wonderful laugh, and being an insightful dive professional, during 2021, David has successfully instructed and certified over 300 scuba divers, which is a tremendous accomplishment. During the coming spring and summer of 2022, the outstanding operations of Aquatic Specialties will be featured on local television in an episode of the Outdoors with Bob sporting program. It is with great pleasure for the Rotary Club of Merrimack to commend David Coyle for his continuing excellence in the workplace. Congratulations, David.
Thank you.
All right, our next nominee is also sponsored by Brian. Jenny Valade. Jenny, would you pronounce your last name for me?
Valade.
Valade. Yep. All right. Our next honoree is Jenny Valade. Duncan store manager Jennifer Valade commenced the current phase of her working career at the Central Merrimack location several years ago, initially as a crew member. Her first store manager quickly promoted Jennifer to shift leader, which position she maintained through the changes to leadership involving several succeeding store managers. Through the past several years, Jennifer has continually been delegated additional job responsibilities due to her exceptional attitude and strong work ethic. The result of the continual outstanding quality in her personal job performance resulted in the recent promotion to become store manager. Throughout her tenure with Dunkin' Donuts, Jennifer Valade has stressed the need with her staff to exhibit superior customer service and quickly ameliorate any customer problems that may arise. The Rotary Club of Merrimack commends Jenny Valade for her excellence in the workplace. Jenny, congratulations. Is Erica McGuire here? Erica, your sponsor is Captain Marquis.
Erica, this is horrible. I don't have the plaque. We'll have to give it to you separately. That's okay. But thank you. Oh, thank God. Thank God. It's out of sequence.
Detective Marquis.
I won't be a detective.
So you heard that we have countries in 6 continents, and we've nominated Steve to open a club in Antarctica.
I'm going right after this meeting.
And the good news on that 37-hour flight, you will not have to wear your mask. Erica McGuire was promoted to Communications Supervisor for the department's Communications Division in April of 2021, assuming responsibility of a division that had operational issues and was in need of direction and guidance. Erica immediately took control of the division, and with her hard work and the respect of her colleagues, she turned the Communications Division into an efficient working environment. Erica has made improvements in the training practices of the employees in her division, the adherence to industry standards in communications, the efficiency of the operations of the division, which has resulted in an improvement in the attendance and performance of her colleagues. This also resulted in an improvement in effectiveness in my position as administrative captain. Erica is able to perform tasks that were historically handled by the administrative captain. This allows me to focus on my tasks and improves the overall performance of the department. Erica, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is Kate Beard here? Kate, come on up. And your sponsor is Wolf Van Schoen. The citation reads, I'd highly recommend Kate Beard from Bailey's Towing to be considered for excellence in the workplace. My wife's car was hit while parked twice last year, and the repairs have been a real challenge thanks to COVID supply chain issues. The first shop for the first accident was bad enough, but finished the job. The second shop for the second accident was a nightmare. They were dismissive, rude, and didn't appreciate me asking questions on how to proactively drive the repair with the insurance and suppliers. So we canceled the order and took it to Bailey's. From the first moment on, Kate was not only super helpful and friendly, but also extremely proactive and responsive. Her service and communication have been outstanding. The car was repaired flawlessly, and she was extremely helpful from start to finish. Well, thank goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Plus the wife's happy.
Thank you.
Is Carrie Tarlton here? Carrie, your sponsor is Chief Levesque. Carrie has worked tirelessly at the police department since she first joined the department as legal secretary in 2017. She excelled in that role, which made the decision easy to hire her as our new office manager in 2019. She is responsible for secretarial work involving administrative support duties for the police chief and deputy chief, and handles daily operations of the office, including supervision of 3 general office support staff. She prepares payroll, accounts receivable, generates correspondence, and a host of other duties. Carrie is the glue to the organization who is always willing to do whatever it takes to make the department successful. Everyone from patrol officers to dispatchers go to her with questions regarding various items. Carrie was amazing in assisting me with all the COVID paperwork that was required for the town. She would often come in during off hours to ensure the paperwork was done correctly. The Merrimack Police Department would be at a loss without Carrie and her hard work ethic. Congratulations. Is Tom Carosa here? Tom's sponsor is John Iriquezzo.
I'm Tom.
Sorry, Mrs. Carosa.
Welcome.
Wouldn't be here without her.
Tom Carosa has provided professional optical care and exceptional customer service to thousands of eye care patients throughout the United States. His passion and interest for the eye care industry started when he served in the U.S. Army as an eye specialist. Tom provides excellent customer care and a warm welcome that you can only expect from a local small business owner. He works with his customers to make his service affordable and treats everyone who walks into his store as a VIP. Tom demonstrated his passion and commitment to eye health when he opened his store by offering an alternative to the big optic care chains and applying his personal touch to everyone he provides service to. As a veteran, husband, father, and a Merrimack resident, Tom continues to fulfill his commitment to our community's well-being. As a small business owner, Tom has created jobs and a workplace that maintains a positive culture for all of his employees. It is for those reasons that I am nominating him for excellence in the workplace. Congratulations.
Nice catch.
All right. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Is Jackie Hancock here? Jackie, you're the person who nominated you is Heather Fan. Jackie has been with the YMCA of Greater Nashua as the membership director at the Merrimack branch since December of 2019. Since day one, she has worked around the clock to make sure the YMCA in Merrimack runs smoothly. She always strives to make sure her staff has all the information, tools, and support they need to make their jobs easy and every shift successful. When other departments are short-staffed or in need of assistance, she is the first to jump in to help. During our closure at the beginning of the pandemic, she became an asset to our association as well as during the reopening process. Also during this time, she has been the go-to person for the Merrimack branch in 2 data software conversions. She has taken on many projects and process updates to help make work at our association better for everyone. Congratulations, Jackie. Is Jana Vartarian here? And your sponsor is Jackie Hancock. You're going to get your steps in today.
I am. Good.
Jana has taken on the role of Kid Stop supervisor just as of recent and has exceeded my expectations in every way. I have watched her take on each new responsibility and not only give it her all, but be successful in doing so. Jana has in a short period of time turned Kid Stop around and brought more joy and excitement to the department than I have seen in years past. Each day I see staff smiling and excited to come to work, and I've been lucky enough to oversee Jana in this role and watch her grow. In the face of difficult decisions or situations, Jana has navigated these scenarios with grace and professionalism, while still being able to be sure we are working without our mission and upholding our core values. Jana goes above and beyond in her role, showing professionalism, thoughtfulness, and true enthusiasm each day. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is Joe Manzoli here? Joe, your sponsor is Mike LaChance. Joe provides great leadership to the operations team at the YMCA. He's extremely creative and helps to guide the team to implement new and innovative programs and service in place to better serve the Y members and our community. His most recent addition was a Ninja Warrior course at the Westwood Park branch. He has also created new partnerships in the greater Nashua region to provide services to families that were previously served by the Y. As a result of the new partnerships, more than 100 children are enrolled in 3 new childcare programs in Amherst and Mount Vernon. He's also taken on new responsibilities in the past year to oversee the supervision of the facility management side of our organization, including serving as the staff liaison to the Properties Committee of the Y. Joe, congratulations. Thank you.
Gentlemen, wait. You want to say time for somebody else?
Our next honoree is Kaylee Mulligan. Kaylee, are you here? And Tiffany Jocelyn is your sponsor. And Tiffany, I'm going to ask you to stay here after we conclude with this one. Kaylee has been a leader in our dance department during the most challenging times our world has faced over the last 2 years. Through innovative programming, she has kept our dancers engaged during a global pandemic. She's found new ways of running our annual recital and has helped create a fun, safe atmosphere for our dancers. She continues to look for new opportunities to help our dancers grow, not only as good dancers, but good people. She's working on bringing some mental health workshops to our Y for our dancers to participate in. Kaylee is a great example of what an all-star employee looks like. She always goes above and beyond her job title. She's constantly looking for ways to improve our department and is always lending a helping hand to her peers. Kaylee, congratulations. So are you going to stick here with me?
Sure.
Okay. All right, our next honoree is Kristen Capriati. Kristen is a leader at our YMCA and someone that her peers look up to. As part of Kristen's role here at the Y, she has to deal with a lot of moving parts. Communication and scheduling are 2 of the biggest ones. Kristen needs to work with a variety of different departments and peers to assure that our programs run without any issues. She runs one of the state's top arts and humanities-focused camps at the Merrimack YMCA. She's provided opportunities to campers over the last 2 years to help build their self-confidence, giving them a safe place to work on their mental health after a global pandemic. She has given them a fun, safe place to just be kids. She's a valued part of my team and our YMCA. Kristen, congratulations. Is Katie Parker here? And Katie's sponsor is Joe Manzoli. You look familiar. Katie has always been an incredible leader for our YMCA, but over the last 2 years, she has simply been remarkable. When COVID struck, Katie led the team in developing innovative ways to keep our members and the community at large engaged. This included developing virtual exercise programs, check-in calls with seniors, and creating new ways to help people feel safe in our facilities. In addition to this, Katie was the key person in implementing 2 new software conversions over the last 2 years, which took an incredible amount of her time to ensure they went smoothly. She did this while being a rock for her family and her coworkers during very trying times. Most importantly, she did all of this work with her trademark sense of humor and a smile on her face. Katie is an asset to our YMCA and to the Merrimack community. It is such an honor to be able to work with her. Katie, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so that concludes the presentation to our honorees today. I wanted to thank Merrimack TV, thank Celebrations Catering, thank the committee that pulled all the nominations together and corralled all of you good folks with us. So again, if there's a cause that you feel passionate about and you'd like some help with resources and some elbow grease to make that happen, we'd love to talk to you. If you have an interest in being part of our Rotary community, please see Chris afterward. Steve, do you have any final words for us today?
Thank you, Troy, for being the MC today, and I just want to thank everybody for making Merrimack such a special community by going above and beyond, which is what we're celebrating today.